Who's here?
Hello, sir. This is Princess Elizabeth, daughter of King James. And I'm Lily. I'm a healthcare scientist.
Healthcare what?
A scientist.
'Tis what again?
Science.
Put a spell on him, Lily.
Elizabeth, I can't do that.
Turn him into a frog.
Frog, is it?
Make him fall asleep for 1,000 years.
I am a bit tired as it goes. Are you a witch? Because if so, you belong in here all locked up.
I know that you're only doing your job, and I say you're doing it very well. Good for you. I'm sure that you're capable of being very helpful.
Nope.
Well, we'd like to see the prisoner from the Undercroft.
What do you know about him?
Well, not enough. That's why I'd like to ask him a few questions.
Interrogation, is it? Cruel and brutal interrogation?
A few scientific tests.
Aha, torture. Horrible torture and loud interrogation. Well, why didn't you say so? Come on in. Welcome to my humble abode.
Oh, what's all this on the floor?
Clean straw.
It's a long time since this straw was clean. It's very smelly.
It's my special floor covering invention. Every time yon floor mucky, put some more straw on thy floor. Drop ye sandwich, spill ye drink, ye old dog pooeth, you do not worry. Put more straw on it, nice clean straw.
Elizabeth?
Don't touch.
Good princess.
Well, this here's his cell. Well, mister, I'm not talking man of mystery. Your jig is up, your goose is cooked. His Majesty the King has sent 2 science witches to make you squawk.
Yes, we'd like to ask you a few questions.
Nah, he don't say nothing to nobody.
Why, knave, you are mistook. I do not stoop to speak with thee, yet unto fair damsel such as she, forsooth, whose words are like unto the sweetest bell, her beauty like the fragrance of a rose inside this cesspit.
She's here to torture you.
No. Really, I'm a scientist.
Is what?
A healthcare scientist. Do any of you know what that is? I diagnose people.
Ugh, it boils and plagues.
What sorcery is this? I shut my mouth and speak of naught.
God, what do we know about the prisoner?
They caught him lurking under the Houses of Parliament by a pile of wood.
A bonfire.
Bonfire, says you? Zounds nay, there was indeed all manner of crated goods and barrels thereabouts, perhaps of mead or oil or wine, I know not. For said wood was all trampled perchance by the king's own men or elephants, who knoweth? Yet verily it was broke all into sticks before I ever came thence.
So you're saying you didn't build the bonfire?
Milady, doth hear me like my truest friend?
That's not true. Zap him, Lily.
And what other evidence have we got?
He had about him sticks and spills for lighting a fire.
Matches. Do you have them?
Over yawns.
Okay, well, I'll analyse these later. What's your name?
It's John.
John what?
John Johnson. A simple, honest name for an honest, simple, honest man. Lately arrived in London, I met a fellow who offered me a job to guard his pile of wood. I know not why.
And the matches?
The place I was to guard, being underground, was dark. He gave me matches, said he would bring me a lantern by and by, but he did not. I know not why.
Anything else?
I asked yon fellow if I might have a seat to sit, lest my feet ache from standing guard. He shewed me barrels full of gunpowder they were, I know not why.
Oh, that's it. I've heard enough.
What means you with that blade, lady?
To find out the truth.
Aha, torture.
Nonsense. This will not hurt him at all. A slight scratch, nothing more.
Please, I beg you, princess, don't let the PI scientist wound me.
It won't hurt if she says it won't, but Lily knows powerful magic. She can weave a spell upon your blood so it will whisper all your secrets, and that's true.
Well, that's not really how DNA works. But yeah, it's a bit like that. Yes.
All right. I'm not John Johnson. I'm Guido Fawkes, plotter, and admit me crime. But you won't catch the others. Villains they are, determined to succeed, and I know not where they're hid.
Listen, Guido. I'm glad you're thinking about telling the truth, but your blood in this sample can tell us everything. When I analyse this, I'll know who you are by the antibodies in your blood against plague, how recently you came to London, and who you've been in contact with.
You'll never stop him.
Guard, do you have a boat we could borrow to get to the House of Parliament?
Me old water taxi here. Just let me get my salted fish supper from the bottom of the boat.
Wash that before you eat it, and your hands.
No, not in the river.
Oh, there are all kinds of bacteria, tiny living organisms in rivers. Some of them could give you a stomach upset or worse. So always wash your hands in clean water by boiling it, and at least get rid of this filthy straw.
Wash, but not water. Boils in filthy straw.
Let me write out the hygiene rules for you.
I can't read.
I'm 9 and I can read in 3 languages.
I'm 29 and I'm not royalty. When I need to remember something, I make a rhyme.
Okay, well, let's try and think of a rhyme for you then. Okay, yeah, then the princess and I must hurry. Hand hygiene is important because
If you eat with hands that smell, you'll make yourself unwell.
Oh, yes, that's a good start.
I work in the neck and I often get sick.
I like rhymes. You hear people all day long outside the palace, like Fred the baker and cake maker, all shouting the news. The rhyme they're all saying about the plot. Remember, the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason and plot. We see no reason why gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. It's a bit scary, really. Lily is brave and she makes me feel safe. She says it will all turn out fine. What Lily did with Guy Fawkes, how she made him talk with her test was so clever. But what about Rosa and Frank? How can they get a pile of wood to tell them anything? And if wood can't talk, how will the other plotters be found? It's after midnight, but I'm not tired. I hope we catch them in time. Ring a roses, a pocket full of posies.